So for Blender, the first thing that you need www.blender.org website. So blender.org is the website where all Blender versions are available. So you can use it, blender.org. Okay. So latest that I told you, the 2.91 version is available, but we are using here 2.79 version. So for simplicity, I directly use here download Blender 2.79. Okay, so it is there in download of www.blender.org download and releases. Okay, so 2.79, it asks you, do you want the latest Blender? That is 2.91 is available as the latest version, and this is 2.79b, which is the older one, but we are using it now. So here this Blender is available, download version is available, .exe available. Click on it, your exe will be downloaded. Okay, once your exe will be downloaded, as we install any other software, in the same way, double click on that .exe file, application file, it start your installation. Again here no key, no password is required. Okay, no key, no password is required here. So this is the previous new version 2.91. The previous one is also there on my machine. Okay, so in this way install the Blender. Now once you install the Blender, this shortcut available on your desktop, double click on it and open the Blender. Okay, so this is the this window will open, Blender window. By default you can see here the object cube. Okay, by default the cube object is there, so you can see here it is a 3D object. So before that I will tell you some, or this is available here, handouts. It is attached with your assignment. These handouts we are going to discuss first. So here you can see this window that we have opened. Okay, here light is there, camera is there, and this object is there. So it is a camera. So it is a camera. Then this object mode, edit mode, object mode is here available, different options, wireframe mode, so many types of modes are there. Then this 3D object, which is a by default, different types of objects are available in Blender. Then 3D cursor you can see here. Why it is a 3D cursor? Because here the 3 directions are given. You can see the direction here. Here you can observe the direction X, Y and Z. So blue is X, green is Y and red is Z direction. So this is the grid to show the front view, top view, side view, left, right side, bottom view, etc. Transformation widget, that is here available. So that is light. So light effects are also very important when we are render it. When this Blender object we render, side effects are required. So it is a 3D, 3 views are there, as I told you, X, green is Y and red is Z. Then the second handout, here different keys are there, short keys. In Blender most of the things are depend upon the short keys from the uh, keyboard. Keyboard is very important, mouse and keyboard is very important in the when we use a Blender. Now the mouse, right click object, select object, etc. Scroll wheel, zooming and zoom in, zoom out. I will show you. I am scrolling the mouse, zoom in and zoom out. Okay, scrolling the mouse is zoom in and zoom out. Then the cursor is there. You can see here the cursor. After that, middle mouse button, press and hold, move the mouse. We can move the object. See here in this way. I have pressed the middle of and I can see bottom view, side view, front view, etc. Okay. Next, left click and hold arrows, move object in the direction of the arrows. If we want to move the object in some direction, I can move in this direction. I can move Y direction. I left click, press the left click and move. I can move in this direction, in this direction, in this direction. Okay. So that is about the left click and move direction. Then 1, 3, 7, 9, these are the numpad keys which are you need to see when if you are using the laptop, then you need to uh, use the numpad keys or activate the numpad keys. For which purpose? This is for front, side, top and bottom. So see here 1, 3, 7, 9. If I click the numpad, when we use the PC, it is easy because numpad is different. So 1 is the front view, 3 is the top view, then 7 bottom view and 9. I think 9 bottom view. We'll check. So 7 is the top view and 9 is the bottom view. And if we use this along with the control, then it gives the reverse. See here, control 1, control 3, control 7 and control 9. From view, this is here short keys. Along with these short keys, the menu are also available. Move, left, right, view, left, right, back, front, bottom, top, camera. Okay. Now using the simple middle button, I have pressed the mouse and I can move it any direction. I want it in the direction as it was previously. Try to make it like this. Okay. Now the next one. With this one, another functions with the keys which are very important to create the different types of shape from these objects. So shift alter plus C, screencast key, display the keystroke. A to select the object and to deselect the object. So this A is used, deselected, selected, deselected, selected. Okay. So you can observe here the difference, it is selected and deselected, only A. Then X or delete, you can use to delete the object. Suppose I want to delete the object, press X, delete, it will be deleted. Okay. Next, shift plus A to add the object. Suppose I delete this object, delete, shift A. Okay, it asks the types to add the object. So there are so many types of objects are available. Mesh objects, plane, cube, circle, UV sphere, ecosphere, cylinder, cone. So these different are available. Then curves are available, surfaces are available, metabols are available, text is available. So these are the different object that you can add. So I now add here the regular object, that is cube. Okay, it is added. Another option to add is the menu. Again, add, you can add the object mesh. Normally mesh objects are used here for the creation of the different shapes. So here this is the another object to add, another way to add the object using the menu button add, or shift A, it is also used to add the object. Shift C, reset 3D cursor at the origin. So shift C, now it is at the origin. I minimize its size using the scroll button only. I am minimizing it. Next, G. Okay, it's a very important. It is used to grab the object. G is used to grab, select or grab that object, and then you can perform anything. Grab, shift, grab with the mouse move, it move the object. Grab with X, Y, Z, grab and move the object in specific axis. I will show you here. Suppose I use G and then it is grab the object. Now using the mouse also you can move it anywhere. Suppose I want to move it only X direction, then only move it in the X direction. Suppose I want to move it only Y direction, it move in only Y direction. And suppose I want to move it in the Z. See, blue is the Z and X is the red. Sorry, previously I told it wrong. So it in the Z direction. So I have done here G, grab and move it in the particular direction X, Y and Z. Okay, or using the mouse you can move it in any direction, but if you want a specific direction, use X, Y, Z. Now click left button of the mouse, automatically it will change. Next, S, scale the object. Suppose I want to change the size. Now you know 2D transformation we finish somewhat, so and you know about the 2D transformation. So in that case, scaling, you know the scaling what it means. It size, rotate, what you know what it means. So here it scale the object. Scale object means change the size of the object. Again, S with X, Y, Z, it is to scale in particular direction. X direction, Y axis, Y axis, Z axis. And S plus numeric values, scale the object 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, etc. Now see here, suppose this object I use S and I want to scale. Only mouse click you can scale. What happens here? It is becomes enlarged, or it is enlarged, but in all the directions. In all XY direction it is enlarged, or you can minimize it. Suppose I want to change, scale it according to some axis, then click on S. See, not necessary to click S and X at a time. First click S, the function will start, that is scaling, and then click X. So you cannot check here, it is scale in only X direction. You can scale it and perform any operation here. Then again S, and then I say Y. So you can scale it in only Y direction. You can scale it in only Y direction. S and Z, you can scale it in only Z direction. You can check it in this way. You can scale it in Z direction. Now this is the new object created by scaling. Now suppose I want to scale with some numpad and I type here 0.5. What happens? It is compressed. It is compressed. Suppose I S and 2, then it is increased. S and 3, it is 3 times enlarged. S and 0.5. I'm keep it small now. So that is about the short keys S. Now R. R is used for rotate. If you want to rotate the object in some direction X, Y, Z, also you can do it. Or the numeric, if you want to rotate some 60 degree, 80 degree, 90 degree, 270 degree, it is also possible with the numeric values or numpad. So see here, suppose I press R, I can rotate it with mouse only. I am rotating only with mouse, not necessary to click any key on the mouse only. Only I am moving the mouse and I can rotate it in this direction. But suppose I want to rotate it in X direction, only I can rotate it in X direction. Suppose I want to rotate it in Y direction, you can see it is rotated in Y direction only. Then rotate it in Z direction, it is rotated in Z direction. If I want to change the direction of this object for any purpose to generate the new shape, so in that way you can rotate. Then rotate with 60 degree, then rotate with 90 degree, then rotate with 270 degree. So in this way you can rotate it the required degree using the numpad, and n is the transform properties. Next, now the next one. See, all these shortkeys are easy. Blender normally shortkeys are used, keyboard keys are used for functioning, but these are also available here also in the menu. You can see here this one to rotate the object in this way. This one to scale the objects in this way. Okay, you can see here this shortcut to scale. It is given here, transformation. You can scale it any direction. In this way also it is possible. Shift C you can use every time to cursor at the center. This is for rotation and this is for moving of the object, transform the object anywhere. Then the next one. Now you want to perform some, make the cuts in the object, you want to increase some part, minimize some part of that particular object. So in that case, the new functions we are going to see. First, tab. Tab switch between object and edit mode. Suppose I want to edit the object. I want to edit the object. So here in menu it is available texture paint, weight. Normally you require object mode and edit mode. Now it's object mode. But if I want to edit it, you can select the edit mode. Another option to simple option or the short key for edit mode, switch edit mode to object mode is the tab. When I press the tab, now it's object mode, now it's edit mode, object mode, edit mode, object mode, edit mode. For that you need to first select the object in this way. If your cursor is somewhere else, it will be not selected. So tab, edit mode, object mode. Next one, right click to select vertices, edge and faces. Once you in the edit mode, okay, right click to select edges and vertices, or here it is also available. See here, shift click for multiple modes. Here you can see the faces are selected. Okay, I click here, the edges are selected, and here you can see the vertices are selected. I am changing it. Why? Because the vertex is only selected. Now see here again, this is for edge selection, face selection. You can see here, suppose I click on this face is selected and only this face is increased or decreased using the mouse only in X direction. Suppose this face is selected, I want to increase or decrease it like this. You can do it. This face, then click on left click, this one you can select. Similarly, here the edges you can select. Suppose I want to select this edge only and want to change its size or shape. Like this I can change it. Click, left click, and then go for the next. Suppose I want to select this edge only. It is like this. After that, this is for vertex selection. I want to change this vertex only or in this direction. Click on here. Can see here? It is now it in different. Now, if that fix, then tab, click tab, it moves to the object mode. Now you can see it's a shape. It is different. It is not any fixed shape, but the cube is now changed in different shape using these different short keys. So first you need to go to the edit mode. For that you can use simple tab. Once you enter the edit mode, you can use how you can edit the face only. You can select and edit the vertices, edges only, and you can select and change the vertices only. Okay, so that keys you can use, or using the right click it is also possible. Once you complete, then change the object edit mode to object mode. Many times what happens, you selected that vertex and try to use another, so it may change your shape. So first convert or change it to the object mode and then select what you next, or decide what you next want to do with the object. Now the A, select all, E, extrude. E is very important part that I'm going to show you. Then Control R, loop cut, Control R num 5, say 5, loop cut will be created, hit enter to complete the action. Now E and R, these are very important parts here. A to select all, okay, all is selected. All parts are selected of the objects. In edit mode, if I use it, select all the objects. Now it's object mode. I delete this one, X, delete, and add another object. Okay, I first press Shift C. Add mesh cube. Okay, I scale it first. Now E and R. R is for loop cut and E for extrude. So first need to go to the edit mode and I press E. Along with E, you can use X, Y, Z direction. Now E and X, you can see here in this way. Suppose two objects are generated. Suppose I press E and Y. Okay. E, first I need to select any one of the object. It's in edit mode. E and Y. What happens? Only the face is selected, and you can see here in this way box is created. Why this face? I cut it. I use E, extrude, and cut this face from this box, and here you can see the box is created in this way. Next, E and Z you can use.